Students who are in the online, am I audible? Students, those who are saying good evening, I am also saying good evening. Online students, now we'll start with the important topic. So we are entering into today the most important topic. What is it? Python database communication. Python database communication. What is it? PDBC. PDBC. So there I will write it here. Python database communication stands for what? PDBC. If it is a Java related, where we used to talk about Java database communication. Java database communication. Java database communication. That is called JDBC. So here we are talking about Python database communication here. So we are entering into index. What we are discussing here. So the first one, purpose of PDBC. Purpose of PDBC. And next we are talking about beginning I need to talk about limitations of files, and advantages of database softwares, that too rdbms. What is rdbms? ఇది మనకి ఇష్టం ఉండదు కదా, అది that we don't like it now. So huh? That is called rdbms. Okay. So your MCA, CSC. Okay, stand up. Can you stand up once? If you are medicine student, you might come across a subject called a DBMS. There you are having 1NF, 2NF, 3NF, BCNF, fourth normal form, fifth normal form. Those who are learning Oracle, those who are learning MySQL, those who are learning MongoDB, ask your faculty compulsory to explain that. If anybody did not explain, tell my name. And if you are there in this institute, tell my name. Sorry, explain that. You say how to design the database. So tell me, your CSC background, studied DBMS. So tell me, 1NF, 2NF. What is the formula for 1NF? Hmm? Not studied. DBMS studied. Okay, sit down. Now coming to the point. So, Ganesh saying that manages database of relational. Okay, manages database of relational database object is what? DBMS or RDBMS? So RDBMS. Okay. Okay, Ganesh. No problem. Let me move to the further. Now I'll move to the further. Purpose of PDBC. Next, I will enter into that. Limitations of files and advantages of database software. That is purely RDBMS related. Now I'm going to tell about importance of database softwares in in industry industry in communication with the languages. And next, third party module, very important. third-party modules for Python programmers, Python programmers for communicating with the communicating with database, databases. Next, setup of setup of third-party modules, setup of third-party modules in current working machine. In current working machine, you must understand that. Okay. After that, there is a introduction part that is you need to know about it. Next, I will go for after finishing this part. Next, we are entering into steps for developing, steps for developing, steps for developing Python database communication application. Python database communication application. Steps for developing Python database communication applications. And there I'm going to explain some steps or phases or whatever it is. Now I'll go for types of queries. Types of queries. There I'm going to write it. Types of queries. There I'm going to write it. Number one, DDL queries. DDL queries. Your favorite answer. Data definition language. Data definition language. And next, DML queries. DML queries. There it is. Data manipulation language. Data manipulation language. Data manipulation language queries. And the next is called a DRL queries. DRL queries stands for DRL queries. I'm going for data retrieval language. Data retrieval language queries. So, Ranjit Kumar, ODBC will be coming in the Java related terminology. If we go to Java related field, that is my expertism field. When you are communicating with a databases like a Oracle or MySQL, whatever it is, type 1 driver you will use, type 2 driver you will use, type 3 driver you will use, type 4 driver you will use, and without driverless communication also you can use it. When you are using type 1 driver, there you will be getting ODBC, ODBC, JDBC, ODBC bridge will come. This is a Microsoft provided software that is not necessary for the Python programmers. That is related to Java related kind of concept. This type of type 1 driver is almost outdated in 15 years back only. Type 2 drivers, type 3 driver, type 4 driver, industry is using in Java. Type 4 and driverless drivers, they are using it. Okay. ODBC is the almost 15 years back, this was outdated already. Okay, no? There is no relation with ODBC with a PDBC. So rhythmic purpose, there is no such importance. Okay, well, coming to next, executing programming examples on program, or I can write executing DDL queries, executing DDL queries, executing DDL queries. Coming to the point of it, DDL queries. So, Yamunatsa is asking, my friend faced an interview. They asked about this question. You see that this question they asked. So, my friend faced an interview. So, he failed to crack. So, this question they asked. So, they asked, what is this? What is this? So, I said, uh, 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 what is the answer? I said Boolean false. You said false. Huh? You said false. Huh? Now see, go to the place and I'll say Python here and see this now. What is this now? Here, do you have double equal to here? I am not saying. Do you have double equal to here? What is there? What is there? Assignment operator is there. What is the answer is coming? So first of all, that person who asked an interview, you don't have the brain at all. If I am going to an interview, First I will take to interview. First attend my Python class, I will tell. Why? Hemnath Sai, he failed to crack. He did not fail. Your friend is actually succeeded. Actually, that person asked a wrong question. If he's a full subject person, na, he should say, please learn syntaxes, they need to say. So, my logic is 5 is equal to 5. That also, you also like that interviewer only. You also like that interviewer only. What is that? Huh? I said variable name must starts with either an alphabet or with an underscore, starting with a number. My first variable only said. If I go to an interview, I'll crack that interview. First, if they say like that, I'll say, please learn the variable rules, I'll tell. Ramnath Sai, again you said, my logic is 5 is equal to 5. True. That is also, you are also wrong. Interviewer wrong. Your friend wrong. Total 3 people are wrong. What is the correct answer? 5 is equal to 5. Now your answer is correct. Are you following me? Huh? Are you following? Ramnath. So tomorrow we'll go to the company. Which company your friend allotted? 124 you call me, I will go. If this question is asking, I'll definitely tell to that guy, don't play with the student's life. So you are curious to know, but what you are knowing? Syntax errors, you know. It is up to here, your answers are syntax error. Now I'll go to back. Okay now, if that questions are coming, you need to tell. Please learn Python. I don't want to join any your company. First of all, you don't know how to ask questions. What salary you will give to me? My expectation is super Python. I know you are asking small questions. No caliber. I will not join. Go to home. So first, questions are important. Okay, let it be. No problem. Coming, executing DDL queries. What are those? Create, create, and next B is called what? Alter, alter with add, comma what? Modify. C is what? Drop, drop, and programming examples. Here I'll write programming examples. Okay. Here next I'm going to say executing DML queries. Executing DML queries. DML queries. There I will say insert, insert. Next is called a delete. And next is called what? Update. Update. Programming examples. This topic is very, very important, students. Here I will do one coding project also. Next is called what? Executing DRL queries. Executing DRL queries. That is only one. That is called what? Select. Select. This is programming examples. Programming examples. Next after completion of it. Next after completion of it. One. Next I will go to the, this is, this I will apply for what? Oracle. I'll apply for MySQL. Actually, students, to learn this topic, prerequisite, prerequisite for the students, prerequisite is for the students. You must know Oracle, or you must know MySQL. Do you know Oracle? Hmm. Do you know MySQL? Huh? Which line? Spelling mistake. Spelling mistake. నేను ముందే చెప్పాను నేను టైపింగ్ లో కొద్దిగా పోతా ఉంటాయని బికాజ్ ఐఎమ్ నాట్ అన్ ఇంగ్లీష్ టీచర్ రైట్ ఓకే సో ఐఎమ్ manipulation language manipulation okay so manipulation language okay now fine because I'm also Telugu medium up to 10th class I'm Telugu medium student intermediate also Telugu medium I am intermediate also I'm Telugu medium. You cannot believe that. I will bring my memo tomorrow. I will show you. Intermediate also I'm Telugu medium. In engineering first year, I've seen stars in that day when they're speaking English. All Hyderabad people are speaking English. We came from districts. Prakashan district we came. All of them are speaking good English, all girls and boys and everything. So all of a sudden, by seeing that after 2 days, everybody is speaking English only. And I have one friend also, he also Telugu medium, two freed people, but we got a very good rank. English is not important for softwares. Subject is important. Subject. Hmm? Okay. So anywhere else, I, J, K, something is going, don't worry. Program is important. So if program is wrong, it won't execute. Okay. Come to the point of it. Next, I'm going to introduce metadata, metadata programming, metadata programming. There I will talk about programming examples, programming examples. Now I'll go to the project, project or what? Case study. This is what I'm going to discuss. Clear up? Shall we start? No. So you don't know Oracle, then how? How you need to manage then? For knowing this Oracle, if you know one database in life, one knowledge is required on one database. For learning, for learning Oracle, the best book I am going to tell you, students, you try to buy it if possible. If you don't read the book, no, don't buy. Honestly, why you want to waste your money? If you want to buy, you read it. If you don't want to read beginning only, you decide. So what is that book? SQL, comma, PL by SQL, Developer's Guide. Developer's Guide by Ivan Barras. Some spelling there also. Even BARAS, ROS, I don't know. It is with BPB publication. BPB publication. This book you read, this I read during my student time. I can teach Oracle more than 3.5 months. I can teach because I read that book. That much knowledge you will get it. But that much super book. I like it. In the notes is they will explain pin to pin like what student needs. Okay. Shall I move to the subject now? Let us start. Now I'm going to enter. This will take, this will take, this I'm going to deal with. For learning this topic, you must know Oracle or you must know MySQL, but you don't know that. But how can I get into the track of that Oracle? I'll bring it. You need not to know Oracle. You need to not know anything, but I will create the knowledge for you. How, sir? You will see in the class. I'll tell you that. That is enough actually. But to become a master in the database, tuning, database performance and all, go for that. Okay, let's start. So, students, shall we start the discussion now? I'll enter into that. So, now I'm going to enter into Kaushal reading DBMS book. Okay, for database. No, DBMS is different from this book. Forget about DBMS and everything. Read this book enough. First, listen my class and then we'll enter into that. First, I will go for limitations of files. Now, no more disturbance. Now, I'll continue my session up to 45 minutes. No more disturbance. Limitations of files. What limitations we found while we are going to? What is the use of files, first of all? For achieving the data persistency. What do you mean by data persistency? Storing the data permanently is called data persistency. How many approaches are there to store the data permanently? Two ways. One is by using files, one more by using database software. Two approaches are there, by using files and one more by using database software. Good. Now I'm going to use it. When I use files, we are facing some limitations there. Those limitations are going to be overcome in the concept of databases. Coming to the PyCharm ones, go to the PyCharm. I'm going to take your folder. I'm taking your folder. Close this spot, close this spot. Now I'm going to take up 6 p.m. files. This is my files. See student, I'm having KVR 3 data. It is a file, correct? So I'm removing this file. without any security reasons. In this place, I have some important data is there. Any unknown user is entering there and saying what? Simply where? Delete they are saying. Once if I say delete, that file has gone. Asking, do you want to delete this? Yes, I'm deleting. Yes, delete. I'm deleting that file. I'm deleting my file. I'm deleting an image. Delete the image. Delete the image. Delete anyway. So files does not contain what? Security. Files does not contain security. File is a collection of what? Records. If I remove the total file, what will happen? There is no security to the file. But when you want to go to the database, in my system, I have two databases installed. One is Oracle, one more is MySQL. Beginning only I said Oracle installation. I'm not showing in the class. MySQL also I'm not showing in the class. If at all you need, mentors are there in the lab. If you go there, they will install and give you. And either today or tomorrow, I'll keep the link. Link I will keep it. Link I will keep it. That link you use it, install the software. You can easily follow that link, you install it. Okay, because that installation will take 40 minutes or 20-35 minutes it will take. So SEMA, which version to download? Any version you download from Oracle 11G to 19C, 21C, any version you download, no problem. Okay. Now let me move to the further. The first problem, I'm going to my database here. Let us go to the database. Here I'm going to take up SQL. It's related to Oracle. In my system, go to this place. Here I'm having all apps. Here Oracle. Here I'm having Oracle 19 DB 19 home. That is there we are having Oracle. Here it is having something like SQL plus. SQL plus is there. Click on that. It is asking what? Tell me. Asking what? Username. That means database is secured. Which databases? That to RDBMS database softwares are secured. MS Access is a Microsoft database, which is not a RDBMS software. It is a non-RDBMS software, no security for that. And RDBMS softwares will have always what? Security will be there. So I'm entering what here? System is my username. Hardware engineer has given in my system. And next password is given as what? Tiger. Tiger. So there Tiger, if I enter, no star 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 will print, no dot 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 will print, nothing will print. It is a strong password. Tiger I entered. So it is connected to what? Connected to what? SQL environment. Connected to SQL environment. It means to enter into the Oracle environment, it is asking what to me? Username and password. So is it secured or unsecured? So who is secured? Database softwares. All RDBMS databases are what? Secured. So files concept of any language. Files concept of any language are not secured. Files concept of any language is not secured. Not secured because files are not providing what? Username and next is what? Password. Password not providing. That's why they are called what? Unsecured. What about the databases? To access my data, I have to enter username and password. If I don't tell the username and password, definitely they are unsecured. Right. That is a number one. Number two, students, online students, be careful. Try to listen carefully. Next, number two is files are having some data, right? The files data, the files data, the data of the file, the data of the file are internally organized in the form of what? Indices. I'll show the final documentation for you. Indices 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. I want to access the 20th record, employee name I want to access. Will you exactly count it? No, it's very difficult for me. But in my environment of database, I can easily locate 20th record I want. I can easily locate it. without any tension at all. For example, I'll go to my environment of database. I'll say here, select a star from employee. Don't worry about it. Already one day is shown you. This is ENO name, sal, company name. It is containing what? Column names. I'll explain about this part. Don't worry. And this Suresh and then Travis, Rom, these are all called records in that. I can take whatever the record I like it. If I want, suppose I am writing, select row ID from employee. Of course, it is not showing to you. It is going to show, it is going to show, close this. I'll show you clearly here. I'm going to write it, run as an administrator. Here I'm going to show you clearly here. Here I'm writing system and tiger here. Don't worry, I will come back once again to this. Select star from employee. Here I'm having like that. I'm writing each record is having one index is maintaining from 1 onwards. Select row ID, select row ID from employee. So you are getting what? Row ID will be there. Everything is same. Last one is different. Last one is different. Actually, it's very complicated. That's why I'll go for what? Row num, NUM. It is going to be what? 1 to 6. I want which record? 20th record. What I will write it? Select star from employee. Where? Row num. Row num is equal to 4. 120. If I have 200 record, 20. I'm having 4. What is the number is coming? Row num is equal to 4. Of course, this row num is going to be 4. It is a pseudo column is available. That row num and all those things I'll explain for you in the further. I need to give the row number for you so that I'll get the data. If you know at least the number here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 225 I will enter here, 225. ENO is equal to 224 I am writing. You are going to get what? What happens? Employee. Select star from employee. What happens here? Which table it is? Employee. Why it is not coming? Select star from employee. 225, huh? Select star from employee where row number is equal to 225. Okay. So 225 is coming. 225 data is coming. So 224, no. 225 I need to pass it. 225. That data is coming. So am I worrying about that indices and everything in environment of database? No. So it is very easy to query the data. The data of the file is containing indices. It is very complex for querying the data. Querying. What do you mean by querying? Querying the data from files. What do you mean by query? What do you mean by query? A query is kind of what? A request. A query is a kind of request. A query is called one type of question to the database. It is a query is a kind of question, is a kind of request. You are suppose, for example, after the class you are saying, sir, I have a query, you will say. What that query is called? You have a question. It's called your doubt. You will put across to me, I'll give the answer for it. Querying the data from the files is complex because the data of the files is organized in the form of what? Indices. Indices locating is difficult. Understand this point? Indices identification is called difficult. That's why complex for querying the data from files because it is organizing internally. And one more reason is the files does not contain what? Does not contain what names? Column names are not there. Column names are not there except a CSV file. Of course, that is except a CSV file. Even CSV files does not contain security. I'll select the file and then I'll go for what? Delete. So except a CSV file, no column names are there. Again leads to what? Complexity in querying the data. Complexity in querying the data. And do you know one more thing? Files architecture differs from one OS to another OS. Windows files are different from Unix files. Windows files are different from Unix files. Architecture will different. architecture, when files architecture differs from one OS to what? Another OS. Another OS. They are called what? OS dependent. OS dependent. OS dependent. And next is called what? Files are unable to store. Files are unable to store large volume of data. Of course, large volume of data unable to store. Large volume of data is unable to store. I mean, compared to files, who can store more data? Database. Database is also having limitation. More than database, who can store? Cloud, we will use it. In present days, we will use what? Cloud. So finally, my conclusion is what? These are the limitations of files. Then how can I overcome this point? How can I overcome this problem? Use what? Databases. That to use what? RDBMS database softwares. Database softwares. One important point I want to tell you. Oracle, MySQL. Next is called what you know, DB2, world most largest database invented by IBM. And next is called PostgreSQL. PostgreSQL. So PostgreSQL. Next is called supersonic database. So many number of databases. These are all called what? Database softwares. RDBMS database software. MS Access is also database only. That is comes under non-RDBMS database software. So if you come to this point back, what are the advantages? Number one, you have seen. See students, to work with any database, see students, to deal with any database, you need one language. You need a language. Are you following me? To deal with any English student, what language I need? English. To deal with any Telugu student, I need what? Like that. To deal with any database, there is one common language is there. That is known as what? SQL. SQL. Your full form, your favorite answer. Structured query language. Structured query language. That is the common language to use any database. Means if you know SQL, it is more than enough. Your life is enough. Because nobody will directly get the job on database only. Directly database job will not be coming. If you go to database tuning level, database performance level per company, if you go to Wipro, TCS, something like that, maximum 10 to 15 employees will be there. It is such a big database, they are in research level, they are in. That's why database is something like what? Like your locker in your bank. Whenever I need, I will go there, I will preserve it and I will come back. Daily, you will not sit over there. Will you sit over there? Whenever you need, you will go there. Correct or not? Whenever I need to store my data, I will go to the database. Otherwise, I will not touch that. I will use always with the language only. So, these things, to deal with any database, there is a common language. That is what is called a common language called SQL. That's why people are always getting confusion. Database, sir, I know SQL, they will say. What is SQL first? It is a language used to communicate with what? Any database. If I go to MySQL, same language. If I go to MySQL, Oracle, MongoDB, anything, same commands will be there. If we go to USA, UK, anywhere else, English is same. Correct or not? Like that, common language called SQL. Are you understanding the difference between database and SQL? What is SQL? Common language to communicate with the database. So, their database concepts you learn. The database concepts you will write using what? SQL. Like that. So, it is clear, I think so. What are the advantages, sir? First of all, how the data stored in databases. How the data stored in databases. That part I want to tell you. Generally, databases data stored in databases in the form of tables. Tables. Spell out tables. So, how the data stored in databases in tables? Sir, what is a table? I will draw one small diagram and try to follow me quickly. So I'll take this paint and try to follow me carefully. So here I'm going to take up, one small example here. Try to follow. Here I'm going to take up directly one paint. I will take it. This is what I'm dealing with the Oracle first. So I'm dealing with the Oracle. So here, first I'm dealing with the Oracle. Go to the Oracle here. So I'm writing Oracle database. What is the Oracle database? If anybody asks me, Oracle database, maybe there is a big scientific definition is there, but we don't want, because I want to define it at programmer level. Is a collection of what? Collection of what? Tables. Collection of what? Tables. Are you following? Now, these tables are going to contain what? Collection of what? Records. Collection of what? Records. Very, very important. So what is the definition of file? Collection of records. Records stored in where? File. Either in the form of pickling concept or in JSON concept or in the form of what? CSV file. Well, now here the records are stored in the form of what? Why I am coming to database? Some difficulties are there in files, which we have seen it. So when I come to Oracle database, using my SQL language, I will create what? I will create what? Table. And before storing my records, you must create what? Table. So I will create a table. Sir, what is a table? What is a table? Now I am going to say, here I am using a table here. That table name is, carefully follow. Actually, this I should not tell. This is the Oracle part I am explaining. Actually, it is a very big help for you. So employee. What is employee? ముద్దు బాబులు చెప్తారా లేదా మీరు? Employee is a table name. Spell out. In the table name, every table must contain column names. Every employee must contain table name. Column names will be there. I'm not talking complete Oracle. I'm talking only breaking news. If news are coming half an hour, I'm talking about this Oracle as a breaking news I'm talking. I'm not a Oracle trainer today. 6 to 8 o'clock is a Python class. I'm not talking about Oracle here. I'm talking about breaking points of Oracle. That is more than enough for you. Okay now. So coming to that, there I'm taking ENO. What is ENO? Column name. What is next name? Another column name. My employee table need, I want the data to store in the form of like that. I want to store in the form of like that. E name. Next is called what? Salary. Next is called what? DSC, designation. This is what I want to take up. Students, what is this is called? Employee name. Is employee is called what? Table name. Any table you want to create, compulsory, what you need to create? Column names. That is called physical structure of the table. Physical structure of the table. Structuring the table is called physical level. Next, inside of that, I will enter the data. 100. Next is called TR. Next is called some 3.4. Next is called what here? I'll say designation is called SC. Next is called 200. Next is called something like RS. Next is called, 5.6. E is called TL. Next is called 300. Here it is called SD. Here it is called 1.2 HR. I'm talking HR. Now I'm talking 400. Now I'm talking KVR. Now I'm talking about 0.0. Now I'm talking about trainer. Like that I entered. What are these things are called? Records. So these things are called what? Records. So inserting records is nothing but what? Conceptual level. That is called a logical level. Physical level, conceptual level, view level. View level. A house is under construction. That is called what? Physical level. A housewarming ceremony is over. Inserting the data. That is called what? Conceptual level. Relatives are coming to see how you constructed house. That is called what? View level. Suppose you want to release the results of your BTech results you want to release. Government will do what? Or your university will do what? Results table they will create. In the results table creating, they will enter all the records inside the table. They will one day, tomorrow we are releasing the result. What are you doing? Viewing. So how many levels are there in database? Three. Physical level, conceptual level, view level. Physical level means structuring the table. Table name, column names, etc. Inserting the data inside. That is called what? Conceptual level. Concepts means what? Records inserting, records updation, records deletion. After that, what? Viewing, retrieving the data. That is called what? View level. Need to remember this. Actually, this is not Python concept. It's an additional help for you. Students in online, I hope you are following me. Are you following me now? This is an employee table. Are you okay? Next, I will create one more table here. What is the next table here? DEPT. Department table I am taking. In the department table, I will take what? Department number, department number, department name, department location. Department location, you will take it. What is this DEPT is called? Table name. Department number, name and location are called what? Column names. That part is called what? Physical level. I'll insert my data. That is called conceptual level. I'll give for the people to view. View level. Simple. Okay. Done. So tell me, Oracle database is a collection of what? Tables. Table is a collection of what? Good. Files organizes the data in the form of what? In files concept, the data is organized in the form of what? Files. Files data is what? Unsecured. To access my data, first I have to log in into Oracle or not. After login, you have to locate your table or not. In the table, you need to locate your column names or not. That is what I did here. This is what I did. What is this employee called? What are these are called? What are these are called? That's all. This entire thing is known as what? Table. What is the definition of table? Good. Collection of records. Somebody will say rows and columns also called a table. Rows and columns is also table. That type of definition don't tell. Rows and columns also called matrix also. Matrix and table is same. No. So that's why don't answer whatever you like it. Something must be there. Table is a collection of what? Records. What is a record? Collection of huh? Data na. EM students. Collection of field values. Collection of data. అది వినటానికి ఎట్లా ఉంటుంది అది. When you speak something, some music is required. So song is nice. So to your English, grammar is required. English, grammar is required. Grammar is like a music to the song. If you use your own grammar, if you invent, problem. Because in Amirpet, I used to see some banners like keeping here rubber band to their head. Without grammar, will make you to learn English. I look at that every day, that poster. Who is this great person? Without grammar, you can speak English. Majority of the people will attract to that. Where people don't understand grammar. Even I don't know grammar properly. Whether English teachers know grammar or not, I don't know. I have a lot of doubt about grammar. If I ask that doubt about the grammar, they may feel difficulty. So anyhow, students, don't worry also. You also see Hemanath say. And by seeing that person, I want to talk to that person by why that English and all those things we don't want. And without using pen and paper also, they will make you to learn English. These are all called what? Very dangerous kind of things. First of all, without grammar, will you learn? So That's why students, by going for all those things, it's difficult. Anyhow, to store, how to store the data in databases in the form of what? Tables are a collection of what? So first advantage is what? Security is number one. Number two, files differs from one OS to another OS, but databases never differ from one OS to another OS because databases remain same on all OSs. Number two, files does not contain data of the file contains indices, but here we are containing what names, column names. Whichever column name you want, I can select. Which column name I want? Select E and O from employee. When we see our last class, for getting E and O, I need to use index, slicing, so much of headache code we written. Such a big code, if you know Python is okay. Otherwise, it is difficult now. See a normal person who don't know any computer science, they can get it. Select E and O. From which table? I want to get salary. E and O and salary, I want to get it. Select E and O, comma what? Cell. Is it easy to query the data or difficult to query the data? Easy to query the data, but files are complex to query the data. Very complex to query the data. So which one is easy to query the data? Because it contains what? Column names. Column names are there in where? Tables. No column names concept is available in where? Files. Though there is a column names in CSV file, it is also complex to get it because we have written whether employee number found or not. Next. Files does, of course, I already done. Files are not able to store large volume of data. Compared to files, databases will store large amount of data. These are the advantages of what? Database softwares. Up to there, clear up? Students in online, if you follow me, I'll just go for one small documentation I will show you. One small documentation I will show you. Here you see, I'm going to give you a small documentation. Please read out that. So please look at that. All of you read. Even we achieved the data persistency by using files. Files has the following limitations. Number one, come on. Files of any language does not contain security because files are unable to provide security in the form of username and password. Number one, already you know. Next, files are unable to store large volume of data. Already you know. Files are differing from one OS to another OS. They are dependent on OS. Querying the and processing the data from files is very complex because files data organized with respect to indices. Identifying the indices is very complex. Next, files does not contain column names except CSV file and complex to process the data. So, to overcome such type of problems, come on, to overcome the limitations of files, we achieve the data persistency. We must use the concept of any RDBMS database softwares like these many. Python will provide by default one database student. What is that? SQLite 3. Before 4 or 5 years back, I used to teach SQLite 3. As on today, it is not using in the industry. That's why we came to Oracle as well as MySQL. So SQLite 3 is a inbuilt database PSF organization is providing. By default, it provides the technology also that is called a Django. For Java people technology, servlets, JSP, Hibernate, Spring microservices, Spring Boot, etc. That is different. When I go to C#.NET, ASP.NET, ASP microservices, etc. Are you following? For Python people technologies, Django, Flask, those kind of things. To overcome the limitations of files, we go for this one, these databases. All the RDBMS databases provide security because RDBMS softwares considers username and password. You have seen username and password entered, then only. All RDBMS database software stores large amount of data compared to files. All RDBMS database software architecture remains same on all types of OSs. That is OS independent. Querying and processing the data from all RDBMS software is very simple because all RDBMS database softwares organized records in the form of tables with column names. Data present in RDBMS database software organized in the form of tables with the column names makes the processing easy, makes the querying easy. These are the advantages. How to see these advantages with coding or not? Now I am going to enter into the coding part. Up to here, introduction is over. So files, databases. Two approaches are there to get the persistency. Files, what problems, and databases, what advantages are there. And files related problem, programmatically you have seen. And we are entering into the advantages of this kind of thing. Online students, is it clear up to here? Now I am entering into the further. Okay, students. Now coming to this area. Now you are a Python programmer. Python programmer is ready to communicate with whom? To communicate with whom? Oracle database. Oracle DB. Ready to communicate with Oracle DB. Ready to communicate with MySQL. Ready to communicate with any database. Ready to communicate with any database. So, what is required? Python programmer want to communicate with any database. Definitely Python programmer need dash. If you fill up the gap now, you are excellent student. Python language already you know now. Huh? Come on, good. You are close to it. Hmm? No. Hmm? Good. Of course. You need module. నేను ఒక example చెప్తాను. You are a customer. You are a student. You want to buy a dress. This is a shop. This is a shop. You want to buy a dress. What do you need? Huh? ఏం కావాలి మీకు? You need money or not? You need money. What is that money is called? Module. To communicate with what? Any shop. Without money, will you go to shop? Huh? What will happen if you go to without money? So, coming to the point of it, this money is called module. This money module you need to install. Similarly, Python programmer need what? Module. Anything you want to do in Python, you need module, I said. Module you need. This module not developed by the Guido van Rossum. For which programmers? He developed a module for its own database called what? SQLite 3 database only. They did not develop which one? For Oracle, they did not develop. For MySQL, they did not develop. They did not develop a module for any one of the database. Are you getting my point? So Guido van Rossum did not develop any predefined module for which programmers? Python programmers to communicate with whom? Databases. That's why who came? There is one software developer came who is a Oracle developer. He is a Oracle Corporation employee, for example. His name is Anthony. Anthony. So remember this word. I will show this name also. Anthony. After that, some name is also there. If any friend is there, Anthony, you don't think that you developed this one like that. Anthony is called one Oracle employee. He developed a module for which programmers? For communicating with whom? Oracle database. For Oracle database, he developed a module. Like that Microsoft people, like that Oracle people, MySQL was developed by some company. As on today, MySQL software also handed over by Oracle Corporation only. The Oracle Corporation team, they also developed the module for which database? Like that, every database is containing separate module is there. Are you following? When I learn, I'll tell you Oracle communication, MySQL communication also I will tell you. These modules are not developed by whom? Guido van Rossum. So Guido van Rossum modules are predefined module, first party module. So Microsoft people did not give any module. Second party OS related modules also not there. So third party person called Anthony, neither he is a Python developer, nor he is the OS developer. Some third party person came forward. He developed a module for Python programmers to communicate with what? He developed two modules. One is CX underscore Oracle, careful, CX underscore Oracle, C small Oracle. This type of module developed up to for the Oracle Python programmers up to Python 3.10. Up to Python 3.10. So when you have your system Python 3.10, which module you have to you have to use CX underscore Oracle, CX small O capital. So but 3.10 you are not using. For example, if your company is using, you need to use it. Now Python 3.10 higher versions 3.11 onwards, he updated that version module called what? Oracle DB. What is that module name? Oracle DB. He developed a module name called Oracle DB. Same scientist only developed. From which one you need to use? Python 11 and higher versions you need to use Oracle DB. If you install CX underscore Oracle in where Python 12, 11 and etc., you will get error. Are you following me? So how many modules are developed by the Anthony for the Python programmers? Two modules developed. What is that? CX underscore Oracle and Oracle DB module. So you need to use according to our system specification what? Oracle DB. What modules these are? Third party module because they neither developed by Python developers nor by OS developers, developed by other person. They are called third party. No fourth party, fifth party like political parties. Are you following this now? So this type of module, how to use it? How to use these modules in my system? Since these modules are not coming when I install Python software, correct or not? So these modules I want to use it. So I have to explicitly install these modules. These modules has to be installed explicitly. Sir, to install these modules explicitly, where they kept these modules? They kept in Git, GitHub. Have you heard about that word? Git and GitHub. Have you heard about it? What is the meaning? Hmm? What is the meaning? Only మనం ఇప్పుడు వినడమే. Only listening. Not able to respond. ఇప్పుడు వినకూడదు అసలు. When you are able to listen, you need to tell. That is a good practice. When I hear something, I will speak. There is a way. Suppose when you are attending my class, when you are listening, when you go out, you have to speak about that. That is a talent. Only listening, storing here, next day morning forgetting, coming, forgetting, coming, forgetting. Where do you reserve it? Where do you reserve, students? Earning, spending, earning, spending, earning, spending. One day, packet. Em లేదు అందులో. What is that? Reserve it. Store it. When do you store the subject? So these things are present into where? Git and GitHub. That's why I put that into our full stack Python module 5, fifth part lo undi adi. And I put testing methodologies also. In real time, you will apply some testing methodologies. Unit testing, integration testing, white box testing, block box testing, performance testing, security testing, regression analysis testing. Some testing methodologies are there. As a Java professionals who used to do that. As a Python programmer, you also need to do that. Okay. Anyhow, that's why attend all the modules. Okay. Next, go to this module. Where these modules are kept by them, they put it into GitHub. Git and GitHub. In GitHub, what is the GitHub? It is a repository. It's a version control system we can call. There they kept it. I need to install from them. So I need to go to Git and GitHub. They did not use link for you. But they said what? Guido Van Rossum said, student or learner or programmer, don't worry. There is a tool in Python. We are giving one tool in Python. Use that tool and tell your module. Our people will take your module and it will search in GitHub and it will install in your local system, they said. So in Python, there is a tool called what? Pip, P-I-P. Spell out pip. Using the pip, you will install. What the pip? You are having immediately idea. What is the pip? If they said don't tell full form. Guido van Rossum did not give any full form for pip. If at all they ask me what is the pip, you have to say, according to my personal opinion, pip stands for Python Package Installer. Python Package Installer. Spell out Python Package Installer. If somebody says something, you ask them, please show that where you found out. They will ask you where they shown. You also don't show, those persons also don't show. And that is actually a scientific name they gave in some scientific blocks. Okay, na? Pip is a tool. Pip is a tool used to install what modules? Third party modules. Sir, how to install, sir? How to install, sir? I'm going to say pip install your module name. Your module name. Where I need to write this, sir? I need to write in where Windows command prompt you need to use it, not at the Python command prompt. If you are using command prompt you are using. If I use PyCharm, I will tell you. Python. Today I will tell you in Windows command prompt how to do, PyCharm how to configure it, I will say to you. Understand, huh? So pip. What is this now? Install. What is this now? CX underscore Oracle. This is for up to what? Up to Python 3.10 version. Next pip. Install Oracle DB. Oracle DB. It is from where? From where? Python 3.11 and higher. And higher. Are you following me? Yes. Shall I go to now? Shall I install it? So while I'm installing, definitely you need to have internet connection. And pip is a tool present in where? Python folder. In Python language folder, there is a scripts folder is there. In the scripts folder, pip will present. In pip is available in three format. Pip, pip 3.3, pip 312 ani. Pip 312. What is the pip? It is the one you are using. Pip 3 means it is a major version. It is a pip 312. It is giving minor version also. Always use this one only. Sir, where is that? Can you show once now? I'm going to show you. Please go once. I'll say here Python ideally. Python ideally. What is showing here? Going somewhere. Going to this place and then here I'm going to say Python here, Python 3 point ideally. So here I'm going to take up. See students, go to open. Open here it is going to straightforward to where Python 3.12 folder it is going, language folder it is going. Under that what is available? Scripts folder. Under that you script. Nothing is there. But sir said that these many. So one day one student came, sir, nothing is there in my system. Your system is containing brain is not remembering what I said. So here what is available? Student ikkada, what is available? Python files. .py files will not be there. So you need to go for what? All files. All files you need to take it. Here pip 3.12 and pip 3. There are not. There it is present. So where is your script? Where is your pip present in? Pip present in. Pip present in. Scripts కాదు ఇదంతా చెప్పాలి. C colon users caviar and then Python projects and then Python 32 scripts folder. Only script and then answer script adi. So Python scripts present in this Python 312, Python, PyCharm project, local app data, etc. When you say all these things in the interview, they'll say, oh, he's a very danger candidate in programming, you will say. When you say the locations also, when you are saying means, they'll think that you are a bookworm. And always books only. So you'll say locations also means you are great only, no? So they like your commitment towards the coding. Okay, students, coming to the point back now, I'm going to give you the conclusion. You come to the point back. Now read out the discussion now. Next, come on, start. If Python programmer want to communicate with any RDBMS database softwares, then we must use a predefined module. Such a predefined module does not exist in Python software. Some third-party software vendor, I mentioned the name and some extension is there that you don't try to remember. Unnecessary thing, if you try to remember, our brain will waste. Anthony, you remember, developed a module for Python programmer to communicate with what? RDBMS database software and placed in GitHub, and third-party modules must be installed. To install third-party software modules in Python, we use a tool called pip. It is present into this scripts folder. I mentioned that also. Now syntax, pip install module name at any command prompt, Windows command prompt. Because generally students will do what? They'll go to Python command prompt, then they will install. Because they will listen something in the class, they will do something outside. Same thing. Parents will say something, outside you will be something. In front of parents, you are something. Outside, when I go and see, you are something. You know that. Correct. It's not correct. What you are in the home, same thing outside also. Correct. Boys, same. Girls, same. The doubt. Okay. Anyhow, take care. Now come to the point of it. If a Python program want to communicate with Oracle database, then we must install cx underscore Oracle or Oracle DB module. Here example, pip install cx underscore Oracle up to Python 3.10. Pip install Oracle DB Python 3.11 and higher. If a Python programmer want to communicate with what? MySQL. Again, one more module. These two modules for what? Oracle to communicate. I'll go to where? If a Python programmer want to communicate with MySQL database, then you need this module. MySQL hyphen connector. MySQL hyphen connector hyphen Python. If you want to do the shopping in India, rupees. If you want to do the shopping in US, same thing. Rupees is a module, dollars is another module. Don't tell this example in interview. Because students are very danger. They will connect to easy points. Should not take it. Only as a teacher, that analogy will give you. So, come to the point. In order to develop any Python database communication application, what are the prerequisites? In my system, what is required? Python software required. Oracle database software, that is a database software required, plus module is required. To do the shopping, what is required? First, you must be there. Money tarvata. First, you must be there. Next, money is required. Next, shop is required. If shop is there, you want to buy the dress, money is there, what you will do? Nothing you will do. Three things are required. Like that, to do the database communication, you require what? Python language is need to be installed. Next is called what? Database software is required. Next, module is required. These are the three things, prerequisites. Now I will go to the online students. Is these points are clear? Now I'm going to the Windows command prompt. Now I'm going to the Windows command prompt. Going to this Windows command prompt. Again, I will show. Online students, are you there? Are you there? Hmm? Are you there? Okay. Coming to the point back. Now I'm going to say, command prompt. Here I'm going to open it. So I'll open like administrative mode. I will open it. So here I'm going to take up CMD and look at this. Run as an administrator. Look at the students. Come on, fast. Pip. Sir, how PP is working directly? Because in the beginning days, I said the path or not. That path is useful now. Pip. Come on. Install pip space what? Install Muddu CX underscore Oracle. You will get error because in my Python, what is my version? Python hyphen version. What is my version? 3.12.4. So in my system, which is the module is suitable? Oracle DB. If I install Python, install CX underscore Oracle, you will get domain error. Build error will come. install pip. Come on, install cx underscore what? Oracle. Okay. నేను చూసుకుంటది. cx underscore Oracle. cx underscore Oracle. So there you see it is getting error will be coming. It is connecting. If you want to use this pip, you should have an internet connection. Some students will bring me, what? The tape, bring me the laptop without internet connection. They'll say, sir, I'm not getting. They are getting HTTP connection error is coming. Here I am getting an error. See here, collecting, done. And you are getting error here. Could not build this type of thing. Error is coming. Are you following me? Error. Failed to build this type of thing. Python 3.12 does not contain this compatibility. They enhanced it to what? Oracle DB. Can I go to that? Online students, right? So Ganesh, not capital letters, small letters only. All modules must be in the small letters. Pip, install, what is this? Oracle DB. If you don't have the internet connection, you will get an error called HTTP connection error. What is HTTP? Full form oddu. What is HTTP? It is a protocol. Acknowledgement oriented stateless protocol, which carry the request from your browser, hand over to the server, and bring the response to the browser in the form of JSON file in the encrypted format, that too. That is a HTTP protocol role. Your ATM request also carried by your protocol, stateless protocol, acknowledgement oriented protocol. Behind that, there is a lot of story. Understand? So what is HTTP? Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Idi kaadu. Right. Okay. Pip install Oracle DB. I'm going to press enter key. Suppose in my system, which is already taught to my previous students, if already I installed it, you will get this requirement already satisfied. You will get it. This requirement already satisfied. This requirement already satisfied we are getting. And this was already installed. Now I want to uninstall. Can I uninstall? I don't want to say this is already done. You do. I don't want to say I will uninstall. Can I uninstall? What is an opposite to install? Huh? Correct? Ante. Don't know English? So come on. Peep. Come on. Uninstall. Don't write unspace install. Understand? So uninstall. What is that? Oracle DB. Oracle DB. It is going to say, are you ready to proceed? Capital Y, small n. How lazy programmers, PSF people are. Either small y, small n or capital Y, small n. And I have to take my shift key and I have to press capital Y. They are lazy programmers. So they are going to be, I said successfully uninstalled. What is this 2.2.1? Very good. What is 2? Error. Major version. What is this 2? What is this Oracle DB? Module. Module will have version also. Okay. Now can I install now? Install, I forget. Pip. Install. Oracle DB. Oracle DB. This is not Oracle installation. It is a software installation. Are you seeing this dot, 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 dot? It is getting installed from where? GitHub. This is called what? Successfully installed. Over. Now I will move to the further. I'll say exit. Are you following? Suppose if we go to this place, where I'm going now, Python place I'm entering. Where I'm entering? Python place. You go to Python place. Go to this Python place once. Here I'm going to enter. Run as an administrator. Here I'm going to say, online students, be careful, listen carefully. Oracle DB as what? ORC. Do you know what is ORC? Huh? Alias name, print off, see it is installed. Print off, will print the version. ORC dot underscore version underscore off. What is that now? 2.3.0. 2.3.0. Suppose if I go to my command prompt, if I go to my command prompt, if I say this kind of thing, if I say what? Pip uninstall, pip uninstall, uninstall. What is this now? Oracle DB, Oracle DB. When I say this now, it is uninstalled successfully. It is uninstalled successfully. 2.3.0 uninstalled. You go there once again. You try to say this one. What is this now? You exit. Once you exit and come out of that, go to this place and then try to run this as this one and say here. Come on, import Oracle DB, Oracle DB. What is an error? That means it is called which module? Third party module. Whenever I install, it is there. When you are not installing, no module found. You purchase the dress, you are keeping. Money is not there. Money module not found. You can't do any application. So module must be installed. Then communication starts. Understood, students? Now I'll go to the, you know how to install it. You know how to install it. Go to this command prompt and then install it. Then you go for the importing. Go to PyCharm. Online students up to here same. Kushal, everywhere else same. Everywhere else same. PP is not going to change anywhere else. So, Anita, proceed. Y by N means yes or no, sir. That only, na? Y by N means that's what I'm saying. They are irregular programmers. Either they need to write yes or they need to write N. So might be a lazy programmer might be written that type of Y by N. Y by N means what? Like you are writing in WhatsApp thank you in place of TQ like that. No? Like that, like lazy programmer like you, they are also lazy programmer. So Y by N. Okay, ma? So I'll go to the PyCharm. I'll go to the PyCharm. PyCharm is ready. Close this project. Now I'm going to a new project. Now I'm taking here 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Oracle. 6 p.m. Oracle. Right? Done. Now I'll go to this place. First time I'm importing the module. So this is my module. Testing. What is this now? Oracle test. Oracle tester. Oracle tester dot what py. So here I am writing Oracle tester dot py. Oracle tester dot py. Come on now. Import Oracle DB as what? ORC. Print of what? ORC dot. ORC dot. Underscore what? Version. Underscore of. Run this code. Run this code. What is an answer? Module not found error. Module not found error. Are you seeing this? How do you run this? How do you avoid this? Now I'm telling the configuration in PyCharm. Go there, main menu. Are you seeing this main menu? This one, online students. Here I'm going. Here, like this. Because the main menu means they are looking here and there where that is. I'll take a line. They will follow this line. They will look at the line. So coming to the settings. Are you seeing the option settings? Settings. Under that, there is a appearance, key map, editor, plugin, version control, and then 6 p.m. Your project name is 6 p.m. Python interpreter. Python interpreter don't know third-party module information. Let it tell to Python interpreter. Click on Python interpreter. In Python interpreter, what is there? Plus. Plus means what? Install on the screen. Minus means what? Uninstall. Pip is there. Pip is what? A tool for installing third-party module. Like a pass, it is a keyword. అని చెప్పకుండా ఉండకుండా. Pip is a tool used to install third-party modules. Like that. Either you single click on plus or you double click on pip. Whichever you like it, you can say. Double click on pip and it is bringing all the modules from GitHub. Internet connection is required. These are the available packages. Students, carefully try to follow. Students, carefully follow. What is my module now? CX underscore Oracle. That is also there. CX underscore Oracle. CX hyphen Oracle here. CX hyphen Oracle. Are you following that? During the searching, you have to remember CX underscore Oracle. Are you seeing the CX underscore Oracle? Where right side you see Python interface to whom? So between Python and then what? Oracle DB. Who is an interface? CX underscore Oracle is a module which will establish the communication. Who is the author? Anthony. Where it is available? Oracle GitHub. Understood that? Okay. Do you need this now? No. I already tested. What type of Python it is having with me? 3.12. 3.12 means what should I take it? If I install CX underscore Oracle, same error will come. Okay. That's why I'll go for what? Go to the pip or plus. Go to the place. I'll go for what now? Oracle DB. Oracle DB. Are you seeing Oracle DB here? Are you seeing Oracle DB here? Very, very simple. And this is also called what? Same person developed it. Same place it is available. Oracle.com is an employee of that. Is having Oracle DB. Now, you need to see that. You observe it. Select that. Select that. Come down, come down, come down. What is this now? Install package. What is the version here? 2.3.0. Click on that. Where I am clicking? Install. This is called explicit installation. Click on. See under that installing. Here you will get green letter. Successfully installed. NumPy is also one type of what? Third party module. Pandas is also third party module. Matplotlib also third party module. SciPy, Scikit, NLP. So many modules will come in AI. Python, that's why it is called embedded. Embedded means what? I'm using other party modules in my Python. That's why Python is one of the embedded programming language. Package Oracle DB successfully installed. Say close. Say OK. See, under this it is available or not? So click on that. It is available. Now see red line gone or not? Run this now. Run this now. What is the answer got it? 2.3.0. This is the configuration of what? Configuring third-party modules in IDEs. IDEs. If you go to Jupyter Notebook by default they are giving all third-party modules. They said you need not to install third-party modules. We are giving full of third-party modules for you. You relax it, directly go for using it. Yes, in the program directly I can write it. Go to this place. Again, if you go for example, so this is having NumPy is not there. I'll go for example, NumPy. I'll look for NumPy. NumPy is there. Who is the father of this NumPy? Author. Travis E. Oliphant ETAL. I'm writing now. Generally in my class, TR, something like that. That person only. Next is called what? Matplotlib. Matplotlib is called John D. Hunter developed. John D. Hunter developed. He expired when he started Matplotlib. And later he handed over to another scientist, Mitchell. He developed that. There I will explain. 2D graphics I will explain. 2D graphics with Python I'll explain. So Python is not a joke. Python is ultimate these days. 2D, pie charts, bar graphs. In schools, progress reports are giving in the form of bar graphs. How to generate the bar graphs? Even computer teacher don't know. So we need to go for what? Giving the type of programming, how to give it. And you want to show the placement ratio. In 2020, how many placements came? In 2021, how many placements came? This will be showing in the form of bar graph or not? Grouped bar graph, stacked bar graph, vertical bar graph, horizontal bar graphs, types of bar graphs, writing Python coding. How to write all these things? By roaming here and there? It will not happen. Continuous studies required. Okay, come to the point of it. So Samsudin, might be you installed CX underscore Oracle, I think so. So go for it. Done. It is completed. This is done. When you go to what? PyCharm. What is that? Jupyter Notebook. Abu Rafia. You got it, ma. Good. You go to the Jupyter Notebook. Jupyter Notebook, I will tell you in the Python for data science. I'll tell you that installation procedure. You go to that. It is a browser-based IDE. You need to have continuous internet connection is required. So you go for this. There I will say directly. Suppose if it is not there, directly will go for it. Import, import. Suppose you want to see what are the modules present in that. You can say pip list, pip list, pip list. Spell out. It show list of things. It will show. Pip list star means it is under execution. So you see that it is giving in the alphabetical order. You see students, it is coming in the form of it. So go to O, go to O. Somewhere else there is a NumPy. NumPy is there or not? Next is called O. Pandas is there, PAN, PAN somewhere else. There is a pandas is there, pandas. There is a pillow is there, pillow, pillow. Pillow is also there for image processing. In AI level, it will come. So the pillow is useful for you what? In 40 years age, how you look like. If you get 60 years, how you look like. When you get 75 years, how you look like. That will show AI related concept. Image processing. So coming to the point of it, Oracle DB. Oh, where is it? KLMNO. KLMNO. Is there or not there? Oracle DB is there. Oracle DB is there. 2.2.0. Is it necessary to install? No need. When I install, what is an answer you will get it? తెలియదు మీకు ఎర్రర్ నేమ్ కూడా గుర్తుండదు మీకు ఎందుకని మీరు అసలు పిప్ ఇన్స్టాల్ Oracle DB. This requirement already satisfied, I said. This requirement already satisfied. When I say you have to remember, this requirement already satisfied. That's why we have to, when you come to the class, you have to come with peace of mind. By keeping so many tensions, if you come to the class, there is no space for you to enter into that. That's why during the student time, you should not worry about other things. Though there are so many problems. Who is having without problems? Laptop is also having problem. Morning to evening, I'm running. What I'm getting like that, it will feel. Fan also feeling, chair also feeling. Everybody is having their own problem. RTC bus driver also feeling. Every day I have to come to this. Is in dream also is getting. Every day I have to go to that. Driving, you will get. I also want to go on bike like that, you will feel. I also will feel sometime. I want to go and sit under one neem tree. I feel sometimes. So everybody will have problem. So come to the point of it by keeping all those things away. Go to this. Are you following this? This requirement already satisfied. How do you test it? Import Oracle. What is this now? DB as KVR. Print of what? KVR dot underscore version. If I am asking one question now, 2.2.1. Now I am asking one beautiful question. What is this underscore version is called? If you answer now, you are great. Okay, Shamsuddin, you said error name. Okay. Now what is this underscore version is called? Good. Very good. Attribute name. Alias name dot attribute name. Global variable name. Alias name dot function name. Alias name dot class name. Long ago, function import. Good. So, like that. Whenever I ask anything, you look at like this all here and there. Bitra chupul dusse custom అయిపోతుంది. If you look at like that problem, you have to say, the moment I ask a question, you have to go for immediately. Yes, there the concept is start. Simple. So, students, this is the one. And further, a lot of things I'm going to tell. Lot of module, lot of functions I'm going to tell inside. So many things I'm going to. In that module, we are having what? How to execute DDL statements, how to create table, how to insert the data, how to select the data, how to do meta programming. All such type of things are there. That module is important. At the same time, I'll go forward. My MySQL hyphen connector module also will install. So this index is going to deal with what? How to deal with Oracle, how to deal with MySQL. Oracle, I am going to tell 4 days, and fifth day I will tell MySQL in 1 hour only. It will complete. Why? You are getting complete knowledge about how to communicate with Oracle. Next, same to same. What will change? Module name will change. Total is same. Okay, now. So is it today's concept clear? Huh? The first part is important. This part you see. Limitations of files, advantages of that, purpose of PDBC, why I am going to write PDBC. A DMART employee cannot open the SQL prompt. He cannot open the billing report. He will not insert into bill date, product ID, product name, price, quantity in hand, GST, SGST, CGST, total bill. Will he insert all these things? He'll just go on entering the data with barcode and all. Bill is prepared. Finally, print the data will be stored in the database. So some language is required to write to bring this data, put it into the database. That language is called Python. That language is called Java. That language is called C#.NET. Any language I can use to communicate with what? Database. That's why it is known as what? Language communication we can call. Java database communication. Python database communication. Even in C language also you can communicate, you know that. That is a something is there. C star, some libraries are there. Using that also you can go for it. But C language always while loop, for loop, function, over. That's why problems are coming. Okay, anyhow, whatever is coming. Function names also same in database, sir. Yes, same. Hemnath, same. Function names also same in database. Database. And don't think that Oracle functions and these things, concept is same. Anyhow, I will tell you that. And tomorrow class when this is I did today, this concept is done. Third party module, how to set up, I said. What the tool I used it? PIP tool I used it. Tomorrow class when I come back, I'll explain. And to Friday, Saturday. What your batch is getting. All important things are coming on that. One side raining, one side Friday, Saturday, everything. So don't miss the class. If you are missing for coming to offline, attend online at least. So don't miss the class in any of the day. Okay, students, I'll stop my class and tomorrow I will continue with steps for developing with Python database communication applications. Thank you. Online students, if any doubts are there, you hold on. I'll talk to you. Thank you, students. Saturdays are coming early now. Okay. Right. Ganesh, good night. So online students, you hold on. I will talk to you regarding your error, regarding your doubts. Let's see. Online students, am I audible to you?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Martelman.
Sir, actually, I have an outer doubt. So actually, the Python program, whatever we are practicing or we are going to run, is it possible to run in the browser?
No, ma, that is a browser related thing is called Django.
So we need to know about the Django about the complete application or some basic also.
No, complete you need to know, complete. Our full stack Python module number 4, module number 3 or 4, it is there.
After learning Django, we can run the Python program in lively on the browsers.
Yes, in Django, we will write our Python code only. Django is a technology. Inside of the technology, we'll write Python code only.
Okay, sir.
Okay, ma'am? Right.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Right. Students, any more doubts? Online students, any more doubts you have? Any more doubts, students? Okay. If no more doubts, I'll close. I will log out and I will upload the notes. So no more hand raising symbols now. I will log out and I will upload the notes. Thank you, students. All the best.